Good morning, guys. I welcome all of you to this online session on Azure. So today we are going to discuss about Azure Point to Site VPN, and I will show you a lab how to set up Point to Site VPN connection for your user who is working from home and who need a VPN connection for accessing VPN network on his system, so that he would be able to connect his system through VPN gateway on Azure network. Okay, so I have a scenario here. So that is my Azure environment which I'm going to use here. Okay, so in my Azure portal I have a VNet. Okay, so that is the address range of my VNet. There would be a subnet, default subnet, that is the address of default subnet, and there is a VM, so which have a IP address from this subnet. Now we can create two kinds of connection here through our VPN gateway. One would be Azure network to your on-prem network, which is known as site-to-site VPN connection. So you can create a site-to-site tunnel for your on-prem network, and then you would be able to connect your on-prem devices with your Azure VNet resources, correct, through site-to-site VPN. Or what we can do, if we need to create a connection for our user who is working from home and who requires a network access of Azure VNet on his desktop or on his laptop. So at that time, what you can do, you can create a point to site VPN connection. So he would be able to access Azure network on his system, and his system would be able to communicate with this VM through Azure point to site connection. So that lab I'm going to show you. So for this connection, what we need a certificate. Okay, so we need to generate a certificate on client machine, and then whenever you will generate a certificate, you need to provide that information on your VPN gateway. Okay, and then Azure VPN gateway will give you a VPN client which you need to install on this system, and you would be able to connect with your Azure network. So let me show you this lab. So I'm going to use here my virtual environment. So I have created a VM on my VMware workstation, so which is Windows 10, so which I'm going to use as a client. So where I will set up a point to site connection, correct. So let me show you one thing. So first of all, let me show you my IP address. So this VM's IP address is 192.168.0.201, correct. And for my Azure VM, let me show you my Azure VM. So let me open virtual machine. So I have already opened my portal in this existing VM, VMware Workstation VM. So I have a VM1 here, so which is running right now, and that is the private IP address of that VM 10.0.4, and this VM is connected with this VNet, and that is the subnet. So let me open this virtual network as well. So as per my scenario, if you see, my address space is 10.0.0.16, and my subnet, there would be two subnets. One would be my default subnet, and second subnet is gateway subnet. Okay, so if you don't know how to create gateway subnet, let me delete this subnet, and I'm going to show you. So your VPN gateway will connect with this subnet. So that subnet is required for VPN gateway. So if you don't know how to create, there is the option gateway subnet. You need to click on this option, this icon. Or if you don't know, so what you can do, whenever you will deploy a VPN gateway, so at that time it will ask you to create gateway subnet. So you can create your gateway subnet from here, or you can create your gateway subnet from VPN gateway page as well. So let me deploy VPN gateway first, and I will show you from there as well. So search VPN gateway, virtual network gateway from your portal, and there would be no VPN gateway in my portal. So what I need to do, I need to add a VPN gateway. So let me click on add. So going to create a new virtual gateway. So you need to select your subscription. Okay, so For resource group, whenever you will choose your virtual network, it will automatically pick your virtual networks resource group. So here you need to give VPN gateway name. So I'm going to give here gateway 1 and location. So in my case, I'm going to use East US, and there are two kinds of gateway types of gateway. So for me, I'm going to use VPN gateway. And then VPN type. So we have two kinds of type of VPN: route based VPN and policy based VPN. Now what is route based VPN? Route based VPN means any to any connection. Okay, so that means you're going to do dynamic routing. Okay, and policy based VPN means you're going to create policy, so IPsec policy or IKV2. So that means you need to specify your both side prefixes, both side network address you need to give into your policy, and as per your policy it will verify, it will filter your networks, correct? So in my case I'm going to use here route based network SKU. So if you see here there are different SKU. Okay, so which you can use, so which varies on the different features, like the number of side to side connections, number of point to side connections, and the bandwidth as well. So they all vary on those features. So bandwidth and number of connections will vary as per your selection. Okay, so you need to check the VPN SKU whenever you are going to create a VPN gateway. So what would be the maximum bandwidth, what would be the number of connections, that you can verify from Microsoft documentation. And then I'm going to use here VPN gateway 1. Basic is free, you can use basic. So I'm going to use here VPN gateway 1. Then you need to select here virtual network. So I'm going to use here test VNet for my deployment. And let me scroll down. So what it is saying, it is saying if you're going to use test VNet, it is verifying that there is a gateway subnet or not. So if there would be no gateway subnet, okay, so it will ask you to create a gateway subnet, correct? So let's wait for 1 second. Yeah, now it is saying you to create a new gateway subnet. Okay, so by default you will get a next subnet address here. So you need to only use the default value. If you want, you can customize. Then create new. So VPN gateway requires a public IP address. So we are going to create a new public IP address. So we need to give name. So I'm going to give here PIP gateway 1, public IP address gateway 1. So it will use basic SKU, and assignment would be dynamic. Now enabling active mode, that means it will create two tunnels for your VPN connection. Now what would be the state of your tunnel? Okay, so it could be active, or you can use like a active and passive mode. So if you will choose active mode, so you need to create a new public IP address for your second tunnel. Okay, and then both will work like a active mode. So for me I'm going to use a as a active and passive mode. If you have a BGP, you can assign your BGP ASN, autonomous system number. So right now for individual user we are not going to assign any BGP. Okay, so in my case I'm going to leave this option, so this option would be disabled for me. Now review and create. So click on create. So this deployment will take 15 to 22 minutes, between 15 to 22 minutes. Okay, so you need to wait for max to max 25 or 22 minutes. Okay, so what we can do till then, we can generate certificate for our client. So for generating certificate on your client, there is a link. So you need to create two certificates. One is root certificate and another one is client certificate. So for creating self-signed root certificate, this is the PowerShell command which you can use. So let me copy this command and let's do one thing, open PowerShell. So I'm going to use here PowerShell, which you need to run as administrator, and copy and paste this command here. press enter. So it will create a root certificate. So that is done. Now do one thing, you need to generate a client certificate. So for this there is a PowerShell command for generating client certificate. Copy this command and paste into your PowerShell. So that is also deployed. That is the thumbprint. If you want to verify, there is one more command to verify your both certificates. Run this command, get-child item, and path would be a certificate folder. So let me show you. There are two certificates. One is your root certificate, second one is your child certificate. So these are the thumbprints. If you want, you can verify your thumbprints, and if you want, you can change your thumbprint as well. Okay, so later if you need, you can change your thumbprint through this command which is given here. So anytime you can change your thumbprint for your client certificate. So now what we need to do, we need to export our certificate from this location, and we need to install those certificates on our client machine, where we are going to set up our VPN connection, point to set VPN connection. So let me search here, certificate manager. So manage computer certificate or manage user certificate. So we need to open manage user certificate. So from here you need to expand personal, and from personal you need to go to certificates tab. Here you can see you have two certificates, one is root and second one is child. So first of all, let me export my root certificate. So right click on it and select export and click on next. So right now there is no requirement of private key, so click on next. You need to select here base 64 encoded next, and where you are going to store this. So I am going to store into my C drive and going to create okay, let me put C drive and going to create a new folder here which would be cert. Open this folder and give a name here. So root would be the name. Click on save, then next and finish. So that is exported. Now we need to export our child certificate. Right click on it, all task export, and for this certificate we require a private key. So just because we will install this certificate, so next and give a password. So I'm going to give here password. So give a password, confirm your password, click on next, then again browse. So on same location I'm going to save this certificate. So this would be client, save, next, finish. So you have exported your both certificates. Now you need to install those certificates. So let me you need to install your client certificate, and for the root certificate you have to copy the encrypted certificate. So let me open my Explorer and go to your C drive. So that is my root certificate. What you need to do, you need to open this certificate with Notepad, and that is the thumbprint. Basically that is your encrypted certificate, root certificate, which you need to copy. This information you need to copy, which this information you have to provide on Azure side, that is on Azure VPN gateway. Okay, so and client certificate you need to install on your local system. So for client, right click on your client certificate, there is option install pfx. So right click on it. For current user, next I'm going to give password which we have generated, next. So it will automatically place your certificate to current location, then finish. So click on yes. I want to install the certificate, and this is imported, correct. So client certificate you will install on your local system, and root certificate, this value which you are getting here, the encrypted value, you need to copy this value and you have to provide this value on Azure VPN gateway. So now just open your gateway. So it is running. So let's wait for the deployment and then I will show you how you will do your setup. So our VPN gateway is deployed. Now what we need to do, we need to move to our VPN gateway console. Let me select my subscription. So let me open my VPN gateway. So which is connected to my this VNet, test-VNet, correct? So what you need to do, you need to scroll down. There is option user VPN configuration. That means point to site VPN configuration tab. You need to click on it, and there is option configure now. First of all, let me configure this. So you need to provide here address pool through which user will connect whenever user will connect through a VPN gateway client. So they will get a IP address from this pool so that you can verify or you can monitor later that how many connections are established through your pool. Okay, so let me give here a pool which would be 172.16.0.0/24. Then tunnel type, which kind of tunnel you are going to configure. So if you see here in drop down, we have OpenSSL, SSTP, IKV and IKv2 and OpenSSL, IKv2 and SSTP SSL. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use here IKv2 and SSTP SSL. Now in Azure certificate, if you remember, you need to give here certificate name. So I'm going to give here a root and public certificate data, that means root certificate data you need to copy here. So this encrypted certificate information you need to copy from your certificate and that you need to paste here. So that is done. You need to click on save. After doing this, click on save. Again it will take 1 or 2 minutes to save or to update your configuration. Once your configuration will be updated, what you need to do, you need to download this VPN client on your local device and then you need to run the setup. Now that user certificate which we have created, so what you can do, you can go to Google and you can search Azure point to site VPN configuration, and let me show you. Okay, so now let me show you a Azure document, Microsoft document through which we can deploy. So let me open this link. So from here you will get all the steps. Okay, so let me show you that certificate step. So generate certificate, what you need to do, you need to open this link, and from that link you would be able to create your certificate, your root certificate and your client certificate. So our information is updated here. Now what we need to do, we need to download this VPN client. So click on this option. So that is downloaded on your system. Now let's open this zip file. So there is Windows EMD 64-bit. So if you're using 64-bit window, you will use this setup, this MS installer, or if you're using 32-bit window, you will run this setup. Correct. So in my case, I'm going to use here 64-bit setup. So let me run this setup here. Click on run. Run anyway. As we know, that is a trusted application. So run this application on your system. Click on yes. Yes. This will install your VPN client and you will get a VPN icon into your network. So let me show you that also. Just go to your network configuration. So if you see here, we have a VPN client, okay, which is disconnected right now. So we need to right click on it and we need to select connect. Then you will get an icon here. Click on this icon. You will be redirected to setting page, VPN setting page, and there is your VPN connection. You need to select this connection and click on connect. Then click on connect, continue. So now your connection is connected. You can verify from here. Okay, so right click on it and just go to status and just verify the IP address. So now you're getting IP address which is 16.0.1.30 130, sorry. So which is from the list which you have assigned on your VPN gateway. So that IP address you are getting from your VPN gateway setting. Correct. So now let me show you one thing. So on our portal we have a VM here. So that VM's IP address is private IP address is 10.4. So let me ping to 10.4. So I'm able to get reply from 10.4. So if I will disconnect my connection, let me show you that also. Right now I'm getting reply from my Azure VM. That means my Azure VM is connected with my local desktop or local system. So now if I will disconnect this connection from here, so if you see, I'm not getting reply from my Azure VM. Correct. So if I will reconnect, you would be able to see I will get reply from my Azure VM. Now I'm getting reply from my Azure VM. So that is the way you can connect your local system or your user's device to Azure network through point to site VPN. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.